Hello, everybody. Christine Till here, as until we meet again. I call myself the marketing mentress. And I've been calling myself that name for quite a few years now because way back when I was fired from my last job at 61, I couldn't get a job. So I was brainstorming with my oldest son as to what I should do. And so he said, you need to start a business. So I learned how to do LinkedIn from him. And I became what he called a marketing mentor, and I didn't like that. Being a marketing mentor wasn't very feminine sounding to me. It sounded very masculine. So I changed my name. We brainstormed until out popped mentress. So that's an invented word, by the way. You can't find it in the dictionary. So welcome. I'm just going to slip over for a second here and check to make sure there's nobody left behind in LinkedIn. Got some people in there waiting for me. Hello, thanks for joining. It's great to have you with us. I'm going to get started in just a couple of minutes here because I know there are messages from people coming through on LinkedIn saying, where are you? Okay. Awesome, awesome. So we're going to give it a thorough going over here today. Alrighty. So we've got Donna and Dusan and Rebecca. I hope I'm saying your names correctly. And we're going to get rolling here. So I've been doing coaching for LinkedIn for 13 years. Can you believe it? I can't believe it's been that long. So let's just start from the beginning here. I was raised on a ranch with horses. I used to break horses and we would sell the horses as green broke ponies, right? And so it was really quite a fun lifestyle. And we didn't have to worry about any outside forces coming in. We were 20 miles away from the closest town. Our nearest neighbor was 9 miles away. So we were out in the middle of nowhere practically. And just had a really idyllic childhood. I was one of the very few blessed people who've been able to be raised way out in the country, away from all the city life and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start with 5 reasons why you need to be using LinkedIn. If you would have told me this 13 years ago, I would have laughed in your face because I had no idea how important it was to have online marketing, to do anything online. In fact, it was the boomers that invented online things, you know, the boomers invented the internet and they invented the first computers. And it seems really strange that it was the boomers that actually started the whole phase, but most of us are non-techie. We have no tech whatsoever. So I've always looked for things that would help me be able to understand tech and be able to use tech. And as I was coaching people on LinkedIn over the years, I realized that most of my people are over 50. In fact, most of those people are over 60 and no tech, right? So I was looking for things that I could help my people with. And once I learned how to use LinkedIn and understood it, I went, okay, this is really, really great. I can use LinkedIn and help them be able to build their businesses like what I've been doing. And over the years, I've had different coaches that have helped me with other tips and tricks for LinkedIn, which has been awesome. So I've sort of compiled all the things I've learned over these last 13 years into what I teach people today. And one of the things that and I teach secrets about LinkedIn that most coaches don't teach. And I've been able to teach my coaches a few tricks. So there are 5 reasons why you need to use LinkedIn. Here's the 5 reasons. Number one, the average income of people on LinkedIn is between 76 and 86,000 annually, US, right? I got these stats from my son, my oldest 2 sons who are programmers. And they told me that the average income of executives on LinkedIn is between 125 and 150,000 annually US. And the third reason why we need to be using LinkedIn is the groups. The biggest kept secret to LinkedIn is in the groups. And many people don't even know that there are groups on LinkedIn. Can you imagine? But then I grew up with groups, right? Hello, Jessica, welcome. The fourth reason why we need to be on LinkedIn is it's a very professional platform. There is no platform on the net as professional as this. Hi, Jessica, you suddenly changed. So here's the thing. The number fifth one, everybody on LinkedIn is there to do business, guys. Yes, they're there waiting with their wallets. They're looking for jobs. They're looking for business. They're looking for ways to move forward with their lives. And they're not. So here's my explanation for the different platforms of social media. Now, of course, LinkedIn is the most professional one on the net, bar none. Facebook is the backyard barbecue. Okay. Instagram is the swimming pool where everybody's having fun. The X or Twitter used to be called Twitter is the coffee shop chatter. And TikTok is the people running from the swimming pool to the coffee shop, jumping up and down and having all kinds of fun. That's my explanation of the differences between the basic social media platforms. And so we need to behave a little bit differently how we communicate with people on each of those platforms. So if you're talking to somebody on LinkedIn, you don't talk to them like you're talking to them on Facebook or on Instagram or on Twitter. They will have no clue how to respond to you. In fact, they probably will choose not to even respond to you. So, because in Facebook and in Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, there's a lot of half sentences. People communicate and they just start talking in the middle of a sentence. They don't really say complete sentences lots of times. And everybody understands what the other person is saying because it's in the thread of the conversation, but you do not talk like that on LinkedIn. You use good English. You use good sentences because those are people who are business people, a little bit more professional, right? So you want to make sure that you know how you need to behave on each of the different platforms. So I wanted to ask if there's anybody who's open to sharing their LinkedIn profile with us so we can walk through and help them with their profile. Is there anybody willing to do that? I'll count to 3. 1. Okay. Oh, it's changed to Nathan now. Okay, Nathan. Do you want to share your screen? Thank you for being brave, Nathan, and doing this. And I just thought it would be really neat to do somebody else's other than always showing my own.
Yeah, I just got off of Michelle's. I'm sick today. I'm not feeling amazing. I didn't know
Oh,
I was gonna be jumping into this Zoom, but anyway, I typically turn off. Not ready for this, but I'm running into the storm here.
okay. Thank you, Nathan.
So give me just a second and I will um give you my LinkedIn here.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm assuming you're on a free platform, you're not on a paid platform.
Zoom. Yeah. What do you mean? Oh.
You're not on a, your LinkedIn is on the free, you're not paying for the upgrade?
No, I don't. Here, let me just. I'm putting this. Oh, here. I've got so many things going on here, and I wasn't ready for this. I apologize.
Well, that's
But
okay. I sprung it on you.
no, it's okay. And I just jumped in here. So chat here. Okay, so I just.
I just want to see your profile page. Just go to your profile page. So uh, you're in the hiring page. So this, they must have, whoever has, who's ever, the account this is, yeah, so there's your profile page. So you notice that there's that blue and gray background banner.
Yes.
That needs to change.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
the way you change it is you click on the camera and you've got some already saved up there, backgrounds. So you can choose one. You can go to Canva and have them all pre-done for you. And then
Okay.
click on the one that you want to do. So you can add on this here, you can add a custom image and you can upload whichever one you want.
Okay.
So here's the reason you want to do that is because people are very visual.
There's a couple of
Can you please mute yourself, Trixie? Thank you.
air conditioners and stuff.
Trixie, Trixie, can you please mute yourself? So people are very visual. And if you have a background picture or a background banner, they refer to it as, what it does is it draws the eye in and it helps to stop the scroll. So if your background banner is speaking to your perfect customer, they'll stop right away and they'll go, oh, what's this? And they'll want to see what it is, right? You've got 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds to make a great first impression on LinkedIn or any of your social media. A lot of people say 7 seconds, but no, it's quicker than that. It's just flash. Oh, that doesn't look like it's me. And they leave because they don't care if we are published authors, if we're a best-selling author, they don't care if we've got our MBA or our BA, they don't care. They want to know instantly, is there something here for me? And is this going to hit my heart? So you have to think whenever you're setting up your profiles on all your social media, who is your ideal client? And so the training that we get in our community, I'm assuming you're part of the community, right, Nathan?
Yes, I am. I can just give you just kind of a brief. I was a photographer for many years. I started in 1998. That was my profession. And my wife and I, we've worked with Young Living essential oils. So we were top earners. We hit the top rank in Young Living essential oils for many well, we started in 2013 and we hit that in 2018. And so my wife kind of drove that. And I really didn't have, I was very active. Like our business is very Facebook centric. And
Uh-huh,
Instagram is also very important to our business. I have just not lived on LinkedIn and done really like anything on LinkedIn.
uh-huh,
And so I just haven't spent a lot of time on it. I mean, I've got, 675 followers, 500 plus connections. I mean, I've been on LinkedIn for a long time,
uh-huh,
but I'm now just kind of in transition. And so I found the digital growth community. A buddy of mine told me about it. I jumped in and I was like, there's something going on here that's really, really like really special.
uh-huh.
And I don't say that lightly. I've looked at a lot of different things. And so this is definitely a special community. So my LinkedIn, um, not great, but I will change that banner. I appreciate that, I appreciate you just sharing that with me.
Yeah.
And I know it's a very different, each social media platform is its own world.
Mm-hmm. I hear
And
you.
all the rules that apply in one don't apply in the other. So I get that. Anyway, yeah, so that's a little bit of context.
There is one thing that I found. So when I started working with social media 13 years ago, all they had was LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, right? And I went, oh my gosh, I was so scared of it because I was not on any of them. And so what I did was read the entire terms of use for LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. A really great week's worth of interesting reading.
Wow. Are you a lawyer?
I should be by now. So then when I got in this community and I was introduced to TikTok, same thing. I'm scared to death of it because I hear all this gossip from all the other seniors my age, and I'm going, oh. So I read the entire terms of use for TikTok. Here's the one thing that they all have in common. When you post pictures or writing, anything you post on any of those platforms becomes the property of those platforms, and they have the right to do with that whatever they choose. And if people don't read their terms of use, they don't understand that. So I never put pictures on any of my social media that I don't want to share, right? So never put any of my grandbabies up there. I just keep that private because I've had a couple of occasions now to meet with people who are experts with identity theft and child what do you call it? Stealing. Anyway, one was an RCMP officer, and the other one was a guy who's published 7 books on identity theft. And they
Wow.
both said, you do not post any of your family pictures, especially of your children, on the internet, on any of the social media platforms, because they can all be traced, right, exactly to where they were taken, where those pictures were taken. So I'm just saying that little thing as a precautionary comment because all of the platforms lay claim to all the things you post on their platforms. That's the one thing that they have in common. Okay, that all said, so we don't need to actually make the changes on your profile as we walk through it, okay? It's because I don't want to embarrass you too much.
No, that's fine. I'm kind of an open book. I'm good with it. But
Okay.
I'm ready and coachable.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So so in your background banner, we've already talked about that. You've got a headshot where the headshot goes. That is great. Open to work, awesome. Your name goes in the name line. They just want to see your name in there. It doesn't matter if you put your MBA or your BA in there. That will show up. Oh, I also went to BYU. Anyway,
Oh, did you?
yeah, BYU,
Awesome.
BYU Ricks, Idaho.
Okay, very cool.
So you can just put entrepreneur there, but what does that tell people?
It's very general, and
Oh.
I know that it needs to be. I mean, I know a lot of people's has there's multiple things, right? Multiple roles, and so it's very general. I mean, I could put photographer, I could put young living essential oils, topper. I could put lots of different things. Uh,
Okay, so
but
I've got to say something here.
please do.
Never put the name of your company there. Never.
Okay.
Because the people don't care what the company is that you work for. They want to know how you can help them, right?
Yeah.
So you put down, so I go to ChatGPT and you've got 220 characters available to you right there in that headline. So go into ChatGPT, put in a few comments about how you help people with your business, and then ask them to write a 220 character headline for LinkedIn, and they will do that for you. And it's amazing what ChatGPT will come up with. And if you want to check and make sure that it's the right number of characters, I just paste it onto a Word document, and then you can do a search for how many characters you've used on your Word document, and you can see exactly. And if it's too big, it won't let you save it on your profile anyway. So just wanted to give that little bit of tidbit of information. You've got where you're from, which is great. That is one way that we have as human beings to connect with each other. And you can say you're open to a lot of different things here, and that is good. You can do that all later, but we're just going to cover basics today. So you want to go scroll down a little bit. So you can add a profile section up here, and you can add custom buttons. So if you just click on the profile, yeah. So you've got your about page. Your about page, you've got 2,000 characters available for you there. I had ChatGPT write my about page. And in your about page, you make mention of how you use your skills to help other people. So that when people come and read, so the whole idea is to stop their scroll, get them to stay there longer than 3 seconds and go to your about page and read more, right? And when they get to your about page, can have 2,000 characters in it. And it's all about, so you can say things like, I always dreamed of blah, 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 but then I end up getting stuck with da, da, and I always wanted to help da, da, da. And so you want it to hit them in the heart. I always say everything you do on your profile, when you write your descriptions of your experience, you write your descriptions in such a way as they help people to know that you can help them through that experience, right? Because that's all they care about. Your people that are reading your profile, they just care about themselves.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're looking for, right? Scroll down a little bit more.
Okay.
And when you do, as you add each of your sections, like your activity and your resources and things, if there is a spot in there to put a description, always make sure you enter a description. So you want to make sure that in that description, it also speaks to your perfect customer. It's all about that perfect customer. So go ahead and scroll down a little bit. So you've got experience. So you can fill in a lot more with your experience that in the descriptions there for each one of those. So here's one thing.
Where exactly are those? Sorry, is it just I just go in and edit
Yeah,
here?
hit the pencil.
Yeah, and
And then
okay.
you can go in. And for instance, one of my experiences that I listed in my back office was that I worked for a senior care company. It was called Home Instead Senior Care. But I never put the name of the company I worked for because I don't want any to be held in any way accountable for maybe saying something I shouldn't.
Oh,
You
of
know what I
course.
mean?
And in representing them, yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, and the same with what you've got with Young Living there. It's really important that you talk about essential oils and so essential oils for healing or essential oils for health, something like that, because people will understand that, right?
Sure.
But it's always recommended because also too, there are people, as soon as they see the name of a company, it closes their mind and they think, oh, there's nothing here really for me, because they see the name of the company. They want to see what's in for them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's scroll down a little bit. And now with your education, you can talk a little bit here about, and it's okay to have the name of your university here, and talk a little bit about in the description how you use your education to help people, or how it's opened your eyes to the needs of certain people, right? Certain customers, and how what you've learned, and then you need your skills, and you can have up to 50 skills listed, and those skills are like keywords, and it's those keywords are so important. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to tell you a little story that happened to me about this in skills. What people need to do for each other is go in and endorse each other for skills. And it looks like you've got your skills maybe turned off so people can't endorse you.
I've got some recommendations and endorsements, but yeah,
Okay, so you probably just can't see it from your view. So I'll try and look at your profile from my point of view and see if I can. So you can have up to 50 skills. I see so many profiles that only have maybe 5 skills, and I've even seen profiles with 1 skill. So I don't have anything to choose from much to endorse somebody. But when I first got on LinkedIn way back in 2011, I got on LinkedIn and I was connecting up with people, and these guys and gals were connecting up with me, and immediately they would turn around and endorse me for something, and I was so insulted. I said, I'm saying in my mind, how can they know me? We haven't had coffee together. We haven't had a discussion together. They have no right endorsing me. Well, then I got invited to a big LinkedIn convention in Vancouver. This is when we we're living out there in the Vancouver area. And I thought, oh, this is really great. And they were going to share all the new things that they were going to be doing with LinkedIn. And there were several hundred people there, and it was a day-long event. Beautiful, well done. And at the very end, the speaker said, would Christine Till please come to the stage? We have a special award for you. I about fell off my chair. Like, what award would LinkedIn have for me, right? So I went up there, and I was informed that I had the most endorsements of anyone in British Columbia. And I got this award for having the most endorsements. And then the speaker proceeded to explain the value of these endorsements. They are like SEO or keywords. When people endorse you, it sends a message to the search engines to go and show your profile to similar people, right? And so you get exposed to more people. The more you get endorsed, the more you get exposed to other people that you weren't exposed to before. It's a little bit like TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was embarrassed because I had students or clients sitting in that audience that I'd been preaching that how endorsements were so bad. But I was at 99 plus percent or 99 plus endorsements. And that's the goal, is to get all your skills up to the 99 plus endorsements. And so you want to have as many people endorse you as possible. So I go in and I endorse people first, and I use a double whammy. I'll go in there and I'll endorse people that I've been connected. You can only endorse people you're directly connected to. So first level connections, right? And I'll endorse them and I'll say, hey, I just gave you a couple of really great endorsements. Would you do me a favor and fill out this little 2-minute survey? And they usually do that. People will fill out the survey, but in order to fill out the little survey, I've got a couple. One's about network marketing and how you make money with network marketing and how it compares to conventional business. And it's only very short, 3 to 5 questions. And then I've got one that's personality styles according to birds, which is just a fun little survey. And
Sure.
in order to take the survey, they have to leave me their name and their email. And then they get an instant email that they have to click on to confirm that email.
Mhm.
And they instantly go into my contact list for my email list. And so
Smart.
I use LinkedIn to build my email list. And I've been doing that for years. And so that is all about endorsements. So I endorse people. I don't endorse them any sooner than maybe about 6 or 7 days after we've connected, because I want it to look like I've had enough time at least to read through their profile and figure out what to endorse them for, right? So I will read through that profile, and you just need to pick up a few key highlights in their profile, and you know right away what you want to endorse them for, because you can see by what they've written what you want to endorse them for, what their strengths might be, right?
Okay.
Just from your own simple point of view. So I
I know
want
I you first of all, thank you for just like putting yourself out there. I love this community. I love that you're even sharing this right now. And I saw you on the live. It was maybe yesterday, and you were like, I get everything from LinkedIn. I'm like, I wrote that down. I was writing notes like crazy. I'm like, this woman is sharp, and I'm like, anyway, so I definitely noted that, and then I saw that you were doing the live, so I wanted to jump over here and kind of see that. And my
awesome.
yeah, my LinkedIn is very slim, and I know it needs a lot of work, and I'm doing that. And anyway, it's fun to think that the digital growth community is helping me do the very thing that I needed to do in growing my LinkedIn. So
That's
this
awesome.
is good. Thank
Well,
you.
you're
Just thank
very,
you. I
very
mean, I
welcome.
know you're saying a few more things, but just thank you to everything that you've mentioned up to this point, and the
Awesome.
skills and the endorsements, right? And that is a way of, getting an email list. I think that that's
Yeah.
super smart.
Yeah, and I teach how to set up your surveys and get them set up so that they connect with system.io. So we won't have time to do that today, but
Okay.
I have touched on it a couple or three times, and I have recordings. If you ever want to, if anybody wants to connect with me on YouTube, I've got quite a YouTube channel that I've been building over the years, and things that you can go and watch and learn from. I'm all about helping other people. I'm 75, guys. You need to know that. And I tried to get another job when I was fired at 61. Nobody wanted me. And after the floodgates closed, I went, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I still need to have an income coming in because my husband was in his 60s too, and he got laid off his job. We were both laid off our jobs in our 60s, and we thought we had savings. Our savings lasted us 2 years. Like, oh my gosh, everybody needs to rethink their savings, how much money they've got sitting somewhere to tide them over. Because if they don't have this program that we've found here called the six-figure blueprint, um, they have nothing. People have nothing. And unless you manage to build a really big network marketing business. And one of the things that I did when I first started was I got involved with lots of different network marketing businesses. And I'm afraid I'm in your competition. I'm in doTERRA.
All good. It's it's all good, and I hope you're enjoying that company, and you're having a good experience there. Really, like, it's all good. I just went over to your YouTube. I subscribed to you,
Oh, thank you.
and yeah, no, absolutely. I think that yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna kind of plug in and offer some of the or look at some of the things that you're offering. So I appreciate it very
Awesome.
much.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's scroll down a little bit more down your profile now.
Okay. Can you see this moving around?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so it looks like I'm sharing my full screen here. So let me move that off of there. So education, skills, and this is
Yeah.
obviously the thing that you were talking
Yeah.
about. And I've got some notes here. I'm just writing these down.
So the next section we're going to talk about is recommendations.
And interests. Okay,
Okay. So
sure
it's
here.
it's really important to get recommendations, and most people have a challenge asking somebody to write them a recommendation. So whenever I have a coaching client or I do business with somebody, the first thing I think to do is to give them a recommendation, write them a short recommendation, something that's glowing and that they will appreciate, right? And from the heart. And those recommendations, I do not use Chat GPT.
Yeah, of
It
course.
has to be me. It has to sound like me.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And the more recommendations we get, the higher ranking we have with LinkedIn. So I go in and I do proactive recommendations. I write the recommendations for other people first. And what I find happens most of the time is I'll write them a recommendation. They're so surprised. They come back to me and they'll say, oh, thank you for the glowing recommendation. I wrote one for you. So that people tend to want to reciprocate when you do that. So you never have to ask for a recommendation, just be proactive.
I
Okay.
think, yeah, no, that's excellent information. I think that's just life rule, right? Like karma. That's what you
Yeah.
give, what you give returns.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you want that, give it. Reciprocate. Yeah.
So,
Cool. Thank you.
so now that we've walked down the profile, let's go all the way back up to the top.
Okay.
And see on the right side, it says public profile and URL. So
Yeah.
click on that pencil. And it looks like you've done very well with that. See the LinkedIn URL at the top there on the right?
Yes.
Beside that pencil. Everybody's profile has a bunch of numbers at the end, but you can
Yeah.
go in there and click that pencil and edit it. Like I put marketing mentress on mine. You have to remove those numbers if you
Right.
want to look professional.
Sure.
So you can put your name there or your handle, like what I call myself, and then you can just save it there. So scroll down a little bit more to the where it says your profile's public visibility.
Okay.
So on your visibility here, that button is turned on. So that means that every time you write a message, respond to somebody, do something that you have to press send on with your profile, it will be sent out to all your people.
Okay.
So it'll show up in their notifications or in their messaging, depending on what kind of a message it is that you send. Okay. If you want to make a whole bunch of changes on your profile, I recommend you turn that button off temporarily, because what will happen is
So
when
this is off now, you're saying?
it's on
It's
right
it's
now.
on currently. You're suggesting to turn it off, make the changes, and then turn it back on.
That's right, because so you go change your banner and then you save that, and then everybody that you're connected to will get a message that you have a new banner and or a new profile. It'll say you have a new profile. So then everybody will flock to want to check out your profile. And then you go and you change your headline. And then the message will go out to all your people saying you have another new job. And so
Okay.
people get inundated with too many messages. So I recommend that when you make all those changes, turn it off just temporarily, because now it's turned off. You've got it turned off now.
I'm just writing notes here. Yeah. Turn off for all changes. Then turn on when it's polished.
Yes, that's right. So you can leave it on right now if you want. But that's a very important button to remember. Then we'll scroll down
Okay.
a little bit more. So here where it says profile photo.
Where are we getting these? What's this activity? I don't know. Oh, these were just things that I've liked. Okay, that makes
Yes,
sense.
so yeah, everything shows up that you've liked.
Okay.
So here's you've got these are all components of your profile. So you've got your profile photo, and that was something you already have a really professional looking photo up on your profile. So I didn't really talk a lot about it. But one of the things I've noticed so many people do on LinkedIn is they don't realize that your profile on LinkedIn is about you. And they'll put in the headshot position, they'll put a picture of them and their spouse, or them holding the dog, or a waterfall, or a fancy car, or something like that. And that is totally against the rules of engagement for LinkedIn. They
Okay.
do not like that. I read that, found that out when I did the terms of use thing. And so it's really a good thing that you just have a picture of you, because your profile is about you. So then I have people that come up to me and they say, well, that if it's a business, why put it about me? Can't I advertise my business on there? No, here's what you do. LinkedIn allows us to set up a free company page that we can attach to our profile page. And we can do all kinds of marketing through that company page, just as though it were our profile page. And when I do posts I use Sprout Social, and I've got to learn how to use this, what is it called? Recourse that Michelle has introduced us to. I've got to go check that out. But I've
Okay.
been using Sprout Social for like 13 years almost. And I've just gotten into such a habit of pre-scheduling all my posts to go out. So here's the thing. You have a company page. So I have a marketing mentor's company page that's attached to my profile. My profile is all about me, Christine Till, right? But
Mhm.
in that, of course, it's a little bit like your resume, but we write the the profile differently, like I've already explained, because we're always focusing on our customer and what our customers' needs are. And uh, what happened? Okay.
I'm just moving my LinkedIn improvements page to something that I
Oh,
can see right here.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we're doing the working with our LinkedIn profile, another thing I do is I publish an article every week. So if you can scroll all the way to the top, okay, and click on home.
Let's see. Oh, up here. Yes.
Yeah. And you can see here where you have different things that you can create. So in the right below where it says add custom button, you can add a custom button on there if you want. This is the brand new feature. This is brand new. It's absolutely awesome. And you don't need to be on a paid platform, guys. You don't need it. I am on a paid platform because I'm a coach and I have to know a few more things. And
Sure.
see right there where it says a picture of your headshot on the left and it says start a post.
Yep.
Okay. So you can just start a post there and see where it says that little square for a picture.
Yep. Here.
Yeah, you
Sure.
click on there and you go into your computer and pull up whatever picture you want to put on that post, right?
Okay.
And you can share your thoughts there. So here's another place where Chat GPT can come in. You can just put a few comments, like you can say, learn our six-figure online blueprint, earn daily pay, working a few hours a day, step-by-step training, must have cell phone, laptop, and internet, and be teachable. So this is what I've written out, right? And then I put it through Chat GPT, and here's what Chat GPT came up with those very simple words. Unlock the pathway to financial freedom with our exclusive six-figure online blueprint. Say goodbye to the grind of traditional employment and embrace a lifestyle of flexibility and abundance. Our proven system empowers you to earn daily pay while investing just a few hours each day. How much better does that sound than the first ... kind of thing, right?
Sure. Yeah. A little more polished.
Yes, but you don't use it all the time. Like I said, there are certain places where you don't use Chat GPT. Okay, right below that rectangular box where it says start a post, right below there you have three buttons. One says media, one says event, and one says write an article. Click on write an article. So this is where you can write an article. If you click on the get started button, you can create a design or you can upload from the computer. So what LinkedIn has done is they've incorporated Canva
Uh,
and ChatGPT into their platform.
okay.
So if you don't have a picture, I've got so many pictures on my computer that I haven't used it yet, but I just wanted to point that out to everybody because that's really, really important. And they have a lot, there's a lot of free pictures, so you can just go in there and just change the wording on something that you really quite like and upload it. But always, always, always put a picture on every post and every article that you do. You have to have a picture. It has to be good quality in order to grab, because we're trying to stop the scroll, right? We're trying to get people to stop and read and to find out more about what it is we've got posted up there. So once a week, I'll go in and I will take that little short blurb that I read at the beginning before I read what Chat GPT said. I will take that little short blurb and put it into Chat GPT, and it comes out with this 5-paragraph article to publish on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
So it doesn't take a long time to create things to post online, right?
Let me ask you this: with the Chat GPT, I'm just kind of in sponge mode and not asking a lot of questions. Just want to listen because I think you're sharing so many good things. And I
Thanks.
think our connection today, I think was this is right where I need to be. So I appreciate you. Pictures with all posts
Mm-hmm.
and experience, education, skills, recommendations, just filling all of those out. Let me, so on the chat GPT though, when you get a recommendation or you get some sort of, so you hit the chat GPT or you put your initial content in, it throws it, the more polished, longer, whatever, content. Do you go through and like read that exactly and then change that?
Yes, I always read the chat GPT stuff
Always.
because I'll tell you what happened to me one time. Way back when I first started using chat GPT, I was involved with a network marketing organization that had this fuel additive tablets that you put to clean your gas line in your car, right? And so I just wrote down a sentence about adding fuel additive to give your car more gas. Well, ChatGPT came back with a big article on how to take this special supplement to boost your energy for a workout.
Oh, wow.
And so I had to completely change the whole article. So you do need to read what ChatGPT writes because
Yeah, I
some
would think that's common sense that you're always going
yeah,
to look at that. It
yeah.
seems that AI generally on anything textual is
Hmm.
going to be a reference point, and then you make it your own. But it's going to do, 75%, 80% of the work for you,
Yeah,
uh,
it
in
does.
terms of communicating. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool. So once you get your article published, then you repurpose that article. So uh, this is where the groups come in. So I'll take that article and I'll write a couple of sentences to explain the article a little bit and draw attention to it and hit people in the heart a little bit more. And I'll add a couple, three hashtags. Now, here's the thing with hashtags. You have to be careful with how many hashtags you use on LinkedIn. You can't put 30 hashtags on there. Just five
Yeah,
is the most. Five is the most. I usually use three. And the thing is, people are on there for professional reasons. They get really frustrated when there's all these hashtags they have to thread through, right?
sure.
So and I am probably one of the worst. I just think people overuse hashtags and you can change them. But what I do is I keep pretty much the same hashtag all the time because what you do with your hashtags is you create your following. You create your following of other similar hashtags, right? It's like
Okay.
you're creating your own SEO. So I've got my name on there on one, I've got my marketing mentors on one, and I've got, you're going to laugh at this one, pension booster
Okay.
for my third
Awesome.
one. Well, what really motivates me to talk and to promote, and my perfect customer is somebody who's on pension or just about there.
Yeah.
And I've been around the mill and back, my husband and I. In fact, we ended up having to declare bankruptcy back quite a few years ago because we were in our 60s, we used up all our savings. And then we just had found out how small our pensions were. And we had to start supplementing. And what were we going to do? So we went with network marketing. I was in about 20 different network marketing groups.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm not
It's
going to go back.
crazy. I mean, I got hit up on so many over the years, so many, so many, so many, and I was like, no, 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 no. And then my wife joined one, and it took off like a rocket ship. It's so funny. Like we've hit top rank in Young Living, and it's been, we've had many almost $1 million years.
Awesome.
And, an absolute godsend, no question. Um, but there's been some, but quite a bit of attrition, and just the industry is down. Our company's down a little bit, and yeah, it's been, and so that's why I'm here again, kind of going through this process
Mhm.
of applying for jobs. I mean, I've been driving Uber. I'm like, I'll get out and like do anything. I'm coachable. Teach me a few things. I'm really excited about the digital growth community. Like I've only been in it for 3 days.
Wow.
They're the systems, the automations, the email, the program, the community. I see it. Like I saw it like
Yeah,
that. Like this
awesome.
is amazing here. So yeah, and then your personal touch here on this call's been very helpful. I appreciate it. I've definitely got a lot of work to do on this LinkedIn.
Well,
Uh,
I don't want to make you feel overwhelmed because it'll take a few days to get it up there, right?
yeah, and I've got some notes down, but you've been extremely helpful. And so what I'm feeling, honestly, talking about that reciprocation, you've done so much for me right now. I feel I haven't, though I didn't say it out loud, I'm thinking all the while I'm thinking, what can I do for Christine?
Oh, thank you.
Really? No, truly. And so I don't know what that is yet, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Well, I'm in the $900 package,
I
and
am too. I bought the
I
legacy.
figured you would be. Yeah, so I'm doing the legacy training and the breakout rooms, and right now we're going through training how to actually set up courses of our own. And
Yeah.
I've had
So
courses.
let me get some clarification on that. So $900 is the legacy builder. You get access to all three below it, the 1, 3, and 6.
Yes.
Then each each funnel is just another 29 bucks.
No, if you've got the legacy project, the legacy program, the big program,
Yeah.
that you have all those buttons connected to one website. So it's
So if I
$29 one time.
okay, but if I wanted to do, let's say I wanted to do a funnel on just the products on I mean here's my I here's my whiteboard. And I don't know if this is Grow Daily Cash.
Yeah,
It's a program, it's a system, it's a community.
yeah,
It coexists with online business, it coexists
yeah,
with affiliate marketing, direct sales.
yeah,
There are the threes. We've got payment plans. Don't worry about the cash up front. Boom. So that's I mean, this is what I'll be using
yeah,
probably for TikTok.
yeah.
Um, so um, anyway, just wanted to show that to you really quickly.
Awesome. Very
I'm
well
I'm
done.
I'm so my question is then, um, if I want to do a funnel, which the legacy builder offers the 4 product funnel, if I
Mhm.
want to create my own program, like you're talking about, how much more do I have to pay? What's involved in that process?
You can use, so here's what happens. The way that funnel works, you have a one funnel, which is pretty generic, basically, and it takes people to your website eventually, so that then they can see all the different packages and they can make a choice.
Right.
So you have one website that you paid $29 for one time, and it's the legacy project.
Right. I understand that.
The whole entire project. So people would come in there and there's not a separate funnel for each individual one. It's just a funnel that brings people to the main through one main funnel and takes them to your website.
I understand that. So
Mhm,
if there's a separate program that I wanted to do maybe in parallel with a Young Living product
mhm.
or something else,
Oh, yeah,
something
you
else
could do
over
that.
here, that's what I'm saying, creating an
Yeah,
another program, email drip campaign, kind of doing that entire thing. So I'm asking, is that another 29 bucks? Do I need to rebuy the legacy builder and then the 29 bucks and that's another program? That's I guess that's my question.
well,
Michael's shaking his head no.
I'm thinking that you need to talk to Michelle.
Okay, Michael, what were your thoughts on that? Did you?
I was just thinking of that the other day. I would imagine that you have to then go to instead of being on the free funnel, you have to be on the paid one,
Yeah,
because then you
On
get more funnels.
system.io, you're saying? So
Yeah,
pay for
then you
system.io, and
yeah,
then we can
and,
create other
and then you have
programs.
more funnels.
Got it.
And then it will branch off to that. Then you will also have your tags. You'll have different tags that you can then tag your different people for your different business.
Understand. Okay, thank you.
Michael.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it makes good sense.
Well,
But this,
you mentioned Christine about doing other programs, and I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I do want to understand that piece.
yeah, so for years now, on Monday afternoons, I hold my own Q&A, and it's for all the people who have bought from me, and it's my LinkedIn Turbochargers, and we meet at 4 o'clock Mountain Time on Monday afternoon, and they can join for free. But what I've realized is there's people that have bought from other people who have questions and would like to join my group. So I've set up, that's one of my packages, is $47 a month to be a member of my LinkedIn Turbochargers and attend every week on Monday afternoon.
Okay.
And so then I have another package, which it gives it so many hours of help with building I call it the killer profile program.
Okay.
And then I have another one where it's about setting up a survey using LinkedIn and system.io.
Okay. Okay. So that's $47 a month. Is that a monthly thing, or do I need to? Is
Yes,
that
it's a monthly thing, and
okay?
I have that set up through Stripe.
Okay.
And so people that want to come and be a part of that and ask questions about LinkedIn and how they can, more ideas, how they can use it with the community and with the 6-figure blueprint. That's what we do.
Okay. Excellent. I may jump in there and go for a few months, and who knows, maybe I'll go for a while. But yeah, no, I'm definitely willing to pay that. No problem.
Awesome. Well, I didn't want to make it really expensive for people. And Michelle has a group as well that is a $47 a month. That's where I got the idea from, actually, how to charge for it, because I didn't know how to charge for it because I was just using it for my own team. And
Is that the Digital Grow monthly that she does, $50
yeah,
a month?
yeah, I pay for that.
Okay. Is that worth it?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Well, when you think about it, here we've got a millionaire who's giving her time to teach us, right?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I've been to some mastermind groups. I've paid the $20,000 for a weekend. We've done those things, and we come away from those with absolute gems.
Yeah,
So I get that. So the Digital Grow monthly is $50 a month.
yeah. So let's move forward here quickly. We are going to have to cover the rest of this next week, but I wanted to, because not next week, my next LinkedIn Live will be on the 30th. I'm actually on the 20th, which is this coming Monday night. Michelle has asked me to do a special training for the whole community. So I'm going to be doing a training then. But I want you to look at this at the very top here where you see the 9 dots. It says for business.
Yeah.
Click on that. And go down on the left side to where you see the 3 little men.
Groups.
Yeah. Now it looks like you are already in some groups.
Yeah. Photography groups,
Okay,
LDS
so
groups,
here's the kind of groups we need to join. We need to join groups. And the reason for it is most people in network marketing or affiliate marketing are not happy with their companies. They're looking for something else. They're always looking. So you want to join groups that have at least 3,000 people or members in them. and that are either home-based business, MLM, network marketing, affiliate marketing, because people in those groups, like I said, most of them are not happy with the companies that they're with for whatever reason, right? They're looking for other alternatives. And so that will be homework
For
to
sure.
go and join some of those groups. Because when you publish a LinkedIn article, you want to go into each one of your network marketing groups or your groups where your ideal customers are. You want to go into each one and post that new article with the picture that you published on that article, right? And so you want to make sure that you always have that professional picture that you've developed, that you've published with that article showing on each one of your posts. So say you've got 15 or 20 groups that you've joined that are network marketing, home-based business. There's so many of those kinds of groups on here that you can search for. So I want to quickly show you how to find them. Oh, you know how to find them probably, but let's just go down,
Yeah, no, definitely show me. Well, you can't tell me all of your secrets, Christine. I don't want to take your customers.
scroll down. You got to get into the group somehow. So
Yeah.
see
Okay,
where it says
search.
search. Yeah.
Yep.
You
Click
click
on
on
the search.
says groups up at the top. So then you want to, in the search bar, you want to type in MLM or network or affiliate.
Gosh, MLM is so dirty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Network marketing. It's
You
so
have,
funny.
yeah. Okay. So network marketing is good. And it will give you a whole bunch of selection.
Oh, wait. These are jobs. Hold on.
So make sure you go to groups.
Groups.
Groups
Okay.
is up there. I don't know. It changed.
No, I was on jobs, so it defaulted to jobs because
Ah.
that's like, yeah.
Okay. So click on groups.
Here we go.
Now you should be able to search.
Oh wow. I mean,
And you can see how many members are in each group. Some of them, like there's one that's over 100,000 members there.
this is almost a half, more than 500,000 here. Well,
Yeah,
this is marketing and communication.
yeah.
It's not a
But
special fund.
you need to be in a few different ones, right? Because there might be a few different people in them.
Okay.
So that's your homework. Join some groups so that you can have some groups to post in. And you only post in them once a day at the most. I usually post once a week when I do my articles. And when we do the LinkedIn training on Monday, I'm going to show everybody
How to
how
do that.
to post and how to extend your posts out and repurpose them 6 months.
Oh wow. Okay. Using Sprout.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
I might have an answer. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, I just have a question. Okay, so that's what I was wondering about is how do we get like followers and stuff like that? So you're telling us to go ahead and go in the groups and post an article like once a week or something for them to kind of see us. Is
Yes.
there anything else that we need to do to be able to find people, or is just that's kind of
Yeah, when you're in each group, sorry for interrupting, but we're out of
That's okay.
time here. When you're in each group, you need to go in and like a bunch of other posts that other people have put in there.
Just engage.
Okay.
And
Okay.
comment 5 or 6 words on a couple of them. So that
Okay.
you don't seem like you're just coming in there and pushing your weight around.
I see. You're just okay. You want to be part of them, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Bring value
because
and,
I've just
lift others, right?
That's
Bring
right.
value and lift others.
That's true.
like I've been posting like about our webinars and stuff like that, but and I see people looking at it, but I guess it's not getting the traction. I don't think it's getting what I want.
So what it's are you posting with pictures?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And did the pictures have something that's written on them?
Yep, it says yes. I don't know if I can I turn my camera around?
You know, are you on a phone or are you on a?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, you can't share.
Let me
Let's
see.
see, what can I do? I think I'll stop the share here. Um, Nathan, can you stop the
I'm
share with your screen, please? I'm going to share my screen and show you something.
Sure. How do I do stop share? Here we go. I don't
Yep,
share
the
my
top.
screen
Yeah,
much.
I realized that. I see the thing I
There
sent.
we go. Okay, so now
okay.
I'm going to go in.
Okay, so
there.
can I flip my camera? Is there a way to flip my camera? Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, see if
Okay.
it works. Okay.
Okay, so now let me scroll down. So I have my banner and all of that, and
Yeah.
it says create freedom with digital marketing. Does that sound good or no?
That's great.
Should I change that?
That
Okay.
looks great. So at the very top where you see the house,
Yes.
I,
click on that house,
so I'm going to ask you.
and that's where you're going to be able to set up posts, is in there.
Yeah. Oh, so let me show you. Let me just show you real quick. I know you need to get off. I apologize, but let me just show you. Like these are my posts, right? So like I have that, and then I have a message with it. I've been kind of looking at your profile to kind of see what to do, but like I have all of this stuff, and I have views, but like I don't have any like people
So
interacting
have you
with
had
me.
anybody had anybody like your posts?
I've had one person, one guy,
As soon as you have
but
somebody
that was it.
that, you can go and hover over that, click on that person that's that like,
Uh-huh.
click on that like, and then go in there and thank them for liking your post and ask them what they like best about it.
Okay, okay, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah,
But that's what I've been doing. I don't know.
Ready? It's like animals in the pen. They're sitting in the barn
Yeah.
waiting to be fed, right?
Right.
And so what happens if the farmer forgets to feed them?
Right.
So I come from a farming background. I use those analogies.
Okay.
So I'm going to quickly show
Sounds
my,
good.
let's see if I can share my screen here.
Oh,
So this is in my back office. I'm doing endorsements. Actually, I'm in the middle of endorsements. I'm going to change screens so that I make sure I don't lose my spot where I was with the endorsements. So if you go to this little me button here,
Uh-huh.
you click on this little me button, and I've got lots of people messaging me here. Click on the little me button. It says, go below where it says view profile and go down where it says posts and activity.
Oh,
And you can manage your posts and activity. And so this next window will show you all the posts that have gone through your feed, right?
okay.
And
Yes.
how many impressions they've had.
Yes, I see that. Yeah.
You see all the impressions. You want to click on those impressions and get into those people's profiles, invite them to connect with you.
Oh,
And
okay.
and if you can, if you can't,
Right.
that's okay. Just at least see if you can send them a message in there, right? So
Okay.
I've got all these impressions that are going to waste if you don't go and say something to
Yeah.
them. But you can
Yeah,
see,
I have a lot of impressions, just no comments itself. And I didn't know what to do with that.
yeah. So what I did is I was involved with when we had IPS,
Mhm.
and I've upgraded with the $23 just so I can abscond with all their pre-written picture ads and
Oh, yeah.
written ads. And I use this is one of their picture ads.
Okay.
Another one of their picture ads that are pre-done. And another thing
Nice.
is go into Google and search free famous quotes with pictures. If you go into
Oh, okay.
famous quotes with pictures, I don't know if you can see my screen now.
I can see it. Yeah.
Can you see it? Can you see
Yeah.
imagination is more important than knowledge?
Oh, yes.
You can search, if you go, make sure you have to put free in front. But these are, you can go in and choose what quotes you want to use. There's tons of them. And I try to choose things that are inspirational, motivational, about success. And then you take a blurb from, I've been using a lot of Michelle's hooks and putting them into Chat GPT and asking them to write a short description for a post. And you want it to sound like fit in with what the quote is, right?
Nice. Okay.
So these
So
are,
can
I
I,
have a whole bunch of these saved in my computer in picture files.
nice. So can I go on your YouTube channel tonight and you'll have a lot of stuff kind of explaining all this too? Because I
Yes.
know I can't keep
Yeah.
you on very long.
Yeah. No, that's okay. No problem. No problem. This has been delightful. Thank you guys for being
Well,
here
I
today.
appreciate your help. I was on somebody's live the other night and they mentioned LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
And I know that you did LinkedIn and I was like, oh my gosh, like it just like, because I noticed people are posting free ads, but
Mhm.
it's like whenever I go on there, it's like all of our, it's most of our people in our program, you know, and I was like, I want something different. And I think LinkedIn is the thing to do,
Yeah.
especially to find people.
Yeah. They're all there to
So
do business.
Is this being
awesome.
recorded?
I
This is
appreciate
being
it.
recorded and I'm going to turn off the recording.
So can
It
we
will
get
be-
a copy of the record, or are we gonna get the recording?
Yes, I'll put a
I
copy of the
was
recording in the
late.
community.
Pardon me?
I'll put a copy of the recording in the community.
You'll put a copy where?
In the community. Are you in
Okay.
Digital Growth Community?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I'll put it in there.
Okay, thank you.
So watch for it. Now here's the thing, very last thing. The reason you need to post multiple times a day, 3 to 5 times a day, is because those feeds move all the time. So if you post something at 8 o'clock in the morning and your ideal customer does not check their social media until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they will never see your post. Never. Because all of those feeds,
What profile or social media are you talking about?
doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter which one. People will never see your post because they're moving. All those feeds, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, YouTube, those, well, your YouTube channel is the only one that stays there because people can go and if they have the link to your channel, they can go and check your recordings that you've got in there, right? But they're like Twitter's this, TikTok,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Instagram.
You're
Yeah.
not talking about one specific one. It's a river. It's a river of information.
That's right. And so that's why we have to post at least 3 times a day. And that's why we're taught in our training with Michelle is to post, to create 3 posts a day, right? So that we have something going out 3 times a day. I actually do more because I've that 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, when people are getting ready to go to work, they check their social media. 10 o'clock in the morning, coffee break. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, coffee break. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they're getting ready to go home from work. 7 o'clock in the evening, they're checking it after supper. Those are the 5 key times that people check their social media.
And then 9 o'clock right before they go to bed, right? 9, 10 o'clock.
Well, I usually start at 7 and still on it at 9, scrolling.
Yeah.
This has been
Christine,
absolutely fabulous.
Super,
Christine, just a quick
super
question.
helpful. Thank you so much for offering all of this good information. I mean,
Welcome.
this.
How often are you doing these training, Christine?
Pardon me?
How often are you planning on doing these training?
Well, we're doing a really big one for the whole community on Monday,
Okay,
20th. And that's the evening training.
okay.
And so we'll be covering some of these things we've covered today. We're going to cover some more of the groups, get more in depth with the groups. Michael, you've been trying to talk and everybody keeps interrupting you.
Just a quick question. I had a response from one of the guys that that I post to, and asked him, are they open to to work offline, and he says, "Why? Let's talk." So, what will my response be to him? Will I refer him to the website, or will I engage and tell him what it is about?
So
What is the
let me-
the most polite way to do?
okay, so this person wants to speak with you online, or they want to speak with you offline? They want to speak with you on the phone?
No. It's in the chat when
Oh,
he
yes.
responded to my invite.
Okay. And what exactly did he say?
I'm just going to quickly just go this side and
Oh, yes, you hungry?
just,
Is you hungry? You slept good. Yeah.
Donna,
Yeah.
could you mute yourself, please?
no, it's not there. Sorry, I'm just going to linking,
Yes.
just message.
One thing you'll learn as you come and work with me is to always have your LinkedIn open because I can spring
Yeah,
things on you.
Uh, can I'm just don't want to waste time here.
Okay, no problem.
Can I
So-
just I'll just drop it in the group, in our chat there. Exactly what he actually said,
In chat in the chat on the community.
Yeah,
That's great. That's
yeah.
great. That'd be awesome.
Because then I don't waste time,
That's great. So you guys have a great evening. And
Oh, yeah,
look forward.
he has his chat here.
He has his
Thanks
what?
thanks for reaching out. I would like to learn more.
Awesome. That sounds
Thank you
like a
so much,
wide open door.
Christine.
You're welcome, Rebecca.
Thank
For
you.
being here.
Thanks,
Bye,
Christine.
everybody.
Nighty
Bye.
nighty.
Let's talk more, Michael, through the chat because I need to sign off here.
Okay.
Thanks,
Okay.
Dr.
No
Michael.
problem.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Right. Night. Bye.